They call it floating anchor, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a floating anchor. But how do you develop consistency when you're drawing to where the hand ends up to the ear or slightly beyond the ear? Anybody know the answer to that?
Bow hand anchor.
Bow hand anchor. What does that mean?
Some reference point on the arrow, sometimes the tip itself.
Okay.
That you feel on the thumb of the bow hand.
And that's the approach that we advocate. If you have something on your arrow that indicates you've reached your full draw length, then that will give you in the front back dimension that'll give you a reference. That's a point of consistency, right? Because if you're putting it here on one shot and drawing it to here on another shot and drawing it here on another shot, there's no hope there. So at least draw to the same place. But if it's not going to touch your face, then yes, a draw length that's consistent is helpful. Now, I'm drawing it to here. Now, if you don't have something on your arrow, you're just going to have to be very consistent about how your back feels at full draw. But that comes with a lot of practice. If you don't have the intuition, like in the morning, your draw length might be one thing. In the afternoon, it might be something else if you don't have that dialed in. Or if you bulk up a little bit, that draw length, that feels like it's full, it's not going to be full. So you got to have something concrete that anchors you in reality first. Start with something concrete first, right? Before you get too intuitive. So okay, that's the front back dimension settled here. Is that enough? Is that enough for consistency? What else do I need to kind of have a consistent?
How far away is your face?
How far it is away from your face. Okay. General recommendation here, how far away should it be? Maybe I should put it this far.
No, I guess pretty close.
Okay, pretty close. Touching? How close? Touching? I heard touching. How hard?
Lightly, just brushing.
Lightly, right? I am generally lightly. I know some, and that's something you want to explore for yourself. If you need a shaft to touch your face, fine. If it's the feather touching your face, fine. Just as long as there's something there so that the left-right dimension is fixed. Okay, so that the left-right dimension is fixed. Because otherwise, if you even have a variability of a couple millimeters here and here, you're going to have something different going on each time. Now, if it's planted straight at your face, there could be issues arrows slapping your face and things like that. The contours of our face might make a difference too. For me, if I anchor too high up here, my cheek's a little wider than where my chin is, that arrow could slap me. Sometimes I actually anchor maybe these days after much experimentation with bows heavy enough that if I didn't do it right, that arrow went punch me in the face. So I actually, the acceptable range here would be maybe for some people it's above lip level, it's at lip level, maybe just slightly below lip level. Just as long as the arms are okay here. Again, our necks are different lengths as well, right? If you have a long neck, maybe the suitable position is below the mouth level. If you have a short neck, if you have a short neck, then maybe that suitable position is above mouth level. Okay. Something to think about there. But yes, in the left-right dimension, touching your face, and hopefully, what's the last dimension that we haven't addressed yet?
The fourth.
Up, down?
The fourth, yeah. The fourth dimension. Go back in time. I want to redo that shot. But yeah, it's that. What is it? The up and down dimension. Yeah, the up and down dimension here. But that can also be addressed with the contact on your face. If you feel it in the same place on your face, whether it's the feather or the shaft, and you want to go with that. I think when you get to the fixed draw length, and then also the arrow touching your face, then the third dimension kind of naturally falls into place with practice.
Is there a range? What's too high, what's too low?
That's a trade-off there too, right? Higher means arrow closer to eye, easier for intuitive aiming, but it's not. But that line of force is not as close to your shoulders as it could be. A little lower means a little less intuitive aiming, but it's going to be a little easier to draw, right? So you have to find your place. So there's a window that works, and you're going to have to sort of find your comfort zone there. I think if you practice enough, then the lower one will feel easier to draw, and then you'll be able to calibrate your aim based on that. Yeah. And again, it also depends on your neck length as well. So that's what I wanted to mention about I think those are some final words about draw length, about the anchor. there. And I wanted to do a check